Hi everyone, welcome. This is Gem 314 Tarot. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. Libra, it's our birthday. Happy birthday, Libra. Like the sun has just entered us. It's just the fingertip, like about 4 degrees Libra. It's just the tip so far. So it is a welcome energy, especially right now. If you figure, the election's coming up, and the political climate right now is really volatile. Having Libra energy in the mix is very welcome. This is the energy of justice and peacekeeping and diplomacy and compromise. Libra is the sign where we deal with people one-on-one in outside relationships outside of ourselves. Um, so I did pull a reading, and I looked into what's going on in the sky for us Libra. Right now in Libra, not only do we have the sun, but we have the South Node and Lilith in Libra. So this is very much an energy of putting energy into our self-care, and I'll explain why in a minute. But then Lilith is here too, and Lilith is the goth goddess of patriarchal upheaval. Okay, so that's going on now. It's in Libra, whereas it just came through a cycle in Virgo, which is very interesting because Lilith being in the sign of holy service, the Vestal Virgin, and service to God and others. And we really got that in the last cycle, where Lilith is making everybody reevaluate where you are in the patriarchy. And that's expected. If anybody knows the backstory of mythology of who Lilith was, um, in Christian mythology, Lilith was supposedly Adam's first wife. Now, they were birthed equals from the divine spark, okay? So, there was no reason for one to be below the other, if you get what I mean. Um, but Adam, being the incarnation of the masculine ego, wanted to be superior. That was he was in detriment in that energy, wanting his ego to be superior to the wisdom that Lilith brought in as being the divine feminine. So Adam went to God and said, she won't let me top. I want a different mate. And God, because the human soul has free will, God obliged. And instead of creating him another divine spark from the spark of God himself for Adam, God created Adam a mate flawed from himself. And that was Eve. And Eve came in to be the submissive side of the divine feminine. Now, the problem is that the two sides have been cleaved apart. Therefore, the feminine aspect of creation, half of it has been in oppression, okay, restriction. Um, Lilith is, I mean, in mythology, she was turned into like a demon. She was cast out of paradise so that Adam could live in the house with his new girl, and everything was supposed to be hunky-dory because Eve was now the submissive side of the feminine that Adam's big ego wanted. Um, and because of that, the empowered side of femininity, the fighter, the nurture, the equal, the intelligence and the fire of the feminine was cast out in favor of the submissive, soft, nurturing, quiet, obedient side of femininity. And now we're not having it, are we? And it's really playing out if you've noticed in the last few years. This is absolutely the independent single cat lady versus the trad wife, a tradition that is now becoming a little bit more vocal. Um, I don't have anything against tradwife tradition, actually. The only problem I have with the two is that, first of all, it's not trying to reintegrate the two sides. They're just bickering at each other that one is better than the other. I do believe that one can be better if the soul had come through the other side, more so. Okay, so them 50s trad wives, when they hit the 60s and 70s and the ERA was signed and you could finally have a credit line in your own name, and we got the right to Roe v. Wade, and that was all that Lilith energy being given back to the feminine. The thing that is, it happened after that, and I heard about it. It was a little bit before my time. I was born in the 70s, and but then I started hearing like, well, if women can have their own bank accounts and earn as much in the job market as men do, where's that going to leave us men? And it's playing out now, but I heard it in the 70s and 80s, and I'm almost 50. So that's how long it has taken, this Lilith cycle, to bring these issues forward. That, though, has then triggered the patriarchy side, the masculine side, and they are losing their fucking minds. Because after 50 some years, now there was a retraction of Roe v. Wade. Now women have the right to make those decisions were taken away. That is absolutely the masculine side, just trying to pull the pendulum back towards their own favor. Because remember, um, Adam wanted a submissive wife. He didn't want the empowered equal, because that means that he would have to constantly function in the elevated energy of the masculine in order to match her, in order to deserve that equal, divine equal. But I mean, this is the whole picking the bear energy. And I was thinking about that the other day, about how they say women would rather go into the woods with a bear than a man, okay? And I thought about it and I'm like, the symbolism of a bear, do you know why we picked the bear? Because the symbolism of the bear is the divine feminine in her protective, empowered energy. Bear energy is feminine energy. So, yeah, we're going to go back into the woods and try to hang out with the bear, because that is the empowered feminine energy calling us back. We're safe there, right? And that's what we've been finding out recently. This Lilith cycle has been no joke, okay? There was some great dynamics there, I think during the summer, where she was in aspect to Uranus and Jupiter. Jupiter being the horny frat boy, and Uranus being the pothead that's just saying, "Yeah, man, do it, yeah." There was, and then here's Lilith, who's the big titty hot goth girlfriend of the zodiac. She's kicking her Doc Martens up and down the patriarchy spine right now. So that's in Libra. Oh, the reason I wanted to say about that is she just came out of Virgo, and Virgo was a tough one because she is all about upheaving the patriarchy, but Virgo was all about um Virgo deals with where we decide to be servants, okay? Who we give ourselves to in service. And with Lilith and Virgo, she was really making Virgo energy where we give ourselves in service, was really making us look at that. Yeah, like I said, Virgo is the Vestal Virgin. That's kind of like that trad wife energy. Not totally, but just a little bit like um it's just kind of like, I'm not dealing with the sex of the relationships right now. I just kind of want to, give myself to this energy that I have, to this other subject. So Lilith was kind of banging her head on the wall in Virgo a little bit. Remember, and then before Virgo, and I'll think about it, before Virgo, she had just come through Leo, and that was about maybe 2, 3 years ago. And that's where I mean, all hell broke loose when Lilith went through Leo, because Leo represents the male ego, the father, the patriarchy, the law, um, the structure. Okay, Emperor energy, and Lilith was dragging it through the masculine energy when it was in Leo, and then she went into Virgo, and now she's coming into Libra. Now Venus is going into Scorpio. She had been in Leo for a while, and I thought it was really funny because I felt like Venus was just kind of telling Venus being our ruling planet. Now that Lilith is in our house, Venus is somewhere else, but she's like, girl, just chill out in the house for a while. Don't worry about it. And at first she was in Venus was in Leo, and I imagined it's like, don't worry about it. I got that. Let me handle the men right now. And she's just petting the ego, petting the Leo's ego, petting the masculine's ego. Oh my God, you roar so loud. Oh, you scared me. Oh, you're so strong. And meanwhile, she's looking over at Lilith in Libra now, going, I got, just let me handle the man. You take a shower, put in some supernatural, you know, I restock the booze, take a minute. So to me, because Lilith is here in Libra, Venus to me is telling Lilith, let me take a crack at the masculine energy for now. Okay, you get more flies. Yeah, what is it? You get more flies with sweet talking than you do with hammers. I don't know. You more. What is it? More. You get more flies with honey. Yeah, be sweet. Now Venus is like, let me be sweet. We're gonna get this done. But I love it. I love Lilith energy. Hang on, let me listen. This is so needed right now. And yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be uncomfortable because we're gonna be looking at um, ro- uh, um, gender roles. This is gender role work. Okay, how does the masculine embrace the divine feminine within themselves? How does the feminine reintroduce divine masculine energy to herself without losing her femininity? That's something that I noticed in the collective, and I had also experienced a few years ago, where I just realized that many of us feminines, the men were calling us like hard-headed and stubborn, and it's like, what do you want us to be? We're having to function in both energies here. We're having to function in masculine leadership, provider energy, but you want us to be soft and what is this now, very demure, very whatever. It's like, you can't have, but we cannot be both without you being both, and you didn't want to be either. So, I mean, that's what the gender dynamic is like right now. I'm glad this is coming to Libra, because, like I said before, with the election cycle, we do need a little bit of infusion of justice and I was going to say freedom, justice and compromise, diplomacy and peacemaking, even if it is just funneling that back into ourselves. Because with North Node in Aries, that's taking care of us first. Okay? So I did go ahead and lay some cards. I did, like I always do, the first light tarot was first. Then I did Oda-Mae, which is my hand poker-sized Rider-Waite deck. I call her Oda-Mae after Whoopi Goldberg's character in Ghost, because she will hurt feelings. And then I drew from the Tarot of the Familiars. Tarot of the Familiars? This is called Tarot Familiar deck. And then I got a little section for the future here. This might sound rusty because this is the first time that I'm putting myself on camera. So I'm a little nervous. I'm a little kind of flummoxed here, and I'm a little distracted seeing myself in front of me. So I'm sorry if that whole introduction was a little discombobulated, but I will get better. I'm not saying that I'm going to be like this every single time. I will go back and forth probably to just showing my hands, um, as opposed to my face, staring at my face. Okay, so the first position we have for us, Libra, for our birthday reading, we got the star, which is potential in this deck. It's Aquarius energy. This says dormant opportunities are now possible. This is success, happy endings, and promising beginnings. Potential energy is wonderful. It does give me kind of fool energy, because the fool being the number 0 is nothing but everything possible, right? To me, the star energy is also, they say it's like wish fulfillment and dreams and direction, okay? Um, if you think about it, when you're on a ship in the old days before, computer GPS and everything, they set their course by Polaris, the home star, the North Star, the star of everyone's direction. Now, to me, that is the star that represents Aquarius here. This is the star on which you hitch your direction. So this feels like something in the collective about where we want to go that feels like home. Okay, to me, getting back to the North Star, taking that direction is always returning to your port of origin. Not necessarily like physically, you don't have to be, maybe somebody may be moving back home, I'm not sure. Put yourself where you resonate. But this to me feels like plans and dreams and wishes and our soul kind of where we are meandering. To me, this feels like a recalculation of the star that we have hitched our dreams to, if that makes sense. Okay. On top of that, because there's new potential here. That's what I wanted to say. We're like in GPS, going recalculating routes. That's what this feels like, because um, after that, you drop the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a love choice. All the twos are choices. This one is a choice of something or someone that is emotionally fulfilling. I also heard emotionally uh, equitable. Emotionally equitable. Somebody coming in with a cup, same as yours, right? It's like, it could be as simple as, hey, I like your cup. I have a cup. And you're like, you do have a cup. I have a cup. I like, you're we kind of jive here. Am I imagining things? This is kind of like we work this energy. And the person's like, yeah, why don't we kind of put our cups together? That's to me is what Two of Cups is. It's not necessarily like, oh my God, I'm soulmate. It could be. It absolutely could be. Many soulmates come in and out throughout our lives, and don't hitch to just one idea of one soulmate. Okay, we have tons of soulmates that come in and out for good or bad. Some are karmic, some are divine. Um, there's always then there's that real high soulmate that everybody's yearning for. That's the twin flame dynamic. I'm not going to go into that. I don't have any indication that this is a twin flame dynamic. This is just a simple, equitable, enjoyable, hot Two of Cups possibility. And who could it be with but the King of Cups? Who is this, Libra? So in this pile, we've got the Star, which is Aquarius. Then we've got the Two of Cups, which is, I believe, Cancer. And now we've got the King of Cups, that's a Pisces. So Aries, Cancer, Pisces. Not Aries. Why did I say Aries? Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces. Hmm? Um, If it's a Pisces proper, I wanted to give a warning. They want me to warn you, Libra, do not fuck with them Pisces is, okay? You leave them Pisces for the Virgos. That's their opposite, their twin. That's their match, okay? I know so many Virgo Pisces pairs, and most of them, they're all lifetime pairs. But Libra Pisces, forget it. Libra, leave them Pisces alone. But I mean, I can't deny that this person possibly could have Pisces somewhere in their chart. Not maybe Pisces proper, though. Aquarius, Cancer, King of Cups, Pisces. King of Cups energy is somebody who is constantly battling to be the master over his emotions, not their servant. So, this is somebody who absolutely does feel very, very deeply, but he doesn't often or can't express that. Now, this could also be somebody in the Libra collective, okay? These signs can be anywhere in your chart. I often say I can read the script, but I can't tell you where you stand on the stage. And I can't tell you which character you have decided to play in the script. I can read what's here, but you're going to have to put yourself where you resonate the best, okay? In this first pile with the Star, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups, this is definitely the possibility of hooking your line to a new direction. This is a Two of Cups situation where you have choice in love. And the first thing that's coming out here about that is the King of Cups. Pisces energy could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but I give the King to the higher of the signs. So Libra, he's a man. Or, a woman, if you're a Libra male. This is somebody with Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces in their chart. Okay? The next pile here, we do have death. This is Scorpio energy. Change. We've got Venus in Scorpio right now, but it's going to be moving soon. Death energy, this is change. It's a suspension of consciousness that to me feels like while you're in this transition of change, you're kind of putting things from your mind on the side for a bit because you know that new information is coming in. This is also new life and rebirth. So there are two energies of death in the zodiac, and Scorpio is one of them. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is the god of the underworld. The other aspect of death is Capricorn. Um, oh, it's devil energy. No, the other aspect of death to me is Capricorn because Capricorn's ruler Saturn is technically a symbol of the Grim Reaper. And the Grim Reaper comes, that's why death's symbol is the scythe, because it comes through and it cuts away the things that have grown already. You've got out of them all that you're going to get out of them. It is harvest season. We're coming into October. Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, that's the harvesting season. And ending with Scorpio is very apropos because that is the death card. So there is something ending. This death is represented by Pluto energy being ruled by Scorpio. Pluto energy, like I said, is the underworld, whereas Saturn energy is the Reaper proper. He brings the dead to the underworld. He brings the dead to Hades, and that is Pluto, and that's the Scorpio energy for death. Now, why? Because The two aspects of death is harvesting the dead and then preparing it for the transformation of death. Okay, so once the dead energy gets into Hades, that's where we get the reviewing. Okay, that's where we get the looking over the lifetime. And that's where in Egyptian mythology, the soul is weighed against the feather of truth. And if you are, if your soul weighs the same or less, you are allowed entrance into the duat. And in there, that's where your soul is cleansed. You purge the things that you learned. You keep the lessons that you learned. You purge the things that are now finished, and you prepare the soul. In this case, it could be a situation or an idea. It could be a relationship. It could be anything. But this, you're preparing for it to be reborn, and then that continues into the idea of reincarnation. And after something is dead, after Pisces energy, after you go through the underworld, you come back into Aries. And that's when I was saying earlier that the South and North Node dynamic, the North Node is in Aries. So this death is change, but it's also the purging of things that have been used up already. We're done with that cycle. We got out of it all that we could. We learned the lessons. Right now in Scorpio, let's see. Where's Pluto? I don't even know where Pluto is. No, I can't remember. Hmm. Um, we're gonna feel very. Oh, oh, I like this. I did consider these cards before I sat down, but now that I'm looking at it again, so there's going to be something here. Right on top of that, we've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like a student, okay? This is somebody where he is listening, learning, watching, taking notes. Sometimes it comes out as like creeper energy, but I don't get that from this. Then we've got the Eight of Wands. So we've got death, meaning change and transformation on something that we're learning. This is intellectual energy. This is Gemini energy. Gemini's energy definitely it does have to do with thinking and intellect. They're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the god of research and communication and data and thinking, intellect, things like that. So this is Gemini energy. This feels brand new. We're going to be learning something brand new. And then with the Eight of Wands, this is action. Most people just interpret it as incoming communication because the Eight Wands look like incoming arrows. Um, these both kind of have like information exchange, incoming information exchange energy. The next one we have, it's slowly kind of weaving together here. I'll make a I'll do an overall summary when we get to the end. Next grouping we have the card calling for diversity. Now excuse me, oh, I really like diversity because it means there's an opportunity to blend things that you would not have thought could have worked before. Okay, two different ideas, different people, different ingredients, different components that may have always been in the mix but never really congealed, never really were able to integrate. Okay, diversity here means integrate. Oh, shoot. Surprising combinations, right? It says also blending. Okay, harmonize the contrary. So things that you would not have thought could compromise or could work together or could taste good together or sound good together or function well with each other. This is an opportunity to embrace diversity. Oh wow, isn't that a four-letter word lately? That DEI stuff? This is a call that we have to, and we will find a way to embrace diversity, because the combining of new things that we never thought could work is going to bring us something unimagined, unimagined and positive. I don't see any negativity here, okay? Some people might put some negativity on that death card, but I do not. On top of that diversity, we dropped the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling. I mean, it's amazing sometimes how these turn out. Next to that, we've got the Fool. Um, didn't I mention the Fool earlier when I was talking about the Star? The potential. Okay, the Fool is definitely embracing a new cycle. Okay, also, I heard not just embracing a new cycle, but helping to create that new cycle. The Fool is zero for a reason. It is outside of the major arcana. It is outside the functioning of the storyline, of the energy that runs the world. This is an energy of being outside of the laws of creation, okay? It trickled down in medieval times with the idea of the court jester. He was the fool for the king. He was given free rein to say, do, think, perform, be, live, dress outside of the um, outside of the norm, and he was never punished for it, because even in the strict structure of the kingdom of the court, they knew that the king needed the truth spoken to him by somebody who was unbiased, and they gave that job to the fool. And a lot of times he had to curtail his words. He had to use, humor and satire, and that's why comedy and satire are protected free speech, because that is outside the contrary. What did the diversity say? Embrace, harmonize the contrary. So there is some kind of truth that's going to be coming in that we're going to have to juggle. The key with the Two of Pentacles is that a lot of people think this is a choice of either or. But because we have this diversity card here telling us that we have an opportunity to blend things together that may not have been working separately, we're going to have the opportunity to take the energy of these Two of Pentacles and actually combine instead of choose one or the other. And that's going to give us a whole new dynamic. When I get this combination, it reminds me of this game I used to play on my phone decades ago. It was called Alchemy. And you start out with the four basic elements and then combining them in different ways. I mean, how much can you combine four things, right? But there was upwards of 200 different combinations of things that you could get just by the starting out with these four basic elements. And things you combine, like, okay, so you combine earth and water and you get mud, rock, stone, things like that. You combined water and fire, and you got lightning and things like that. And then you can combine lightning with earth and or lightning with air. I mean, that's what was that's the gist of that game. It was combining these things that you probably didn't think could combine, and then poof, you had something brand new in creation. And that's what I feel like this combination is telling us. The the combining of things that you would not have thought could work together instead of the juggling one or the other. I think this, they're telling me this also has to do with the feminine aspect I was talking about earlier with the Lilith versus the trad wives. Why are we juggling one or the other? What is making us think that we can't be all of it? What is making us think that we cannot combine those two diverse energies and actually make something brand new? Right? The next pile we have High Priestess. Here's some more Pisces energy. What did I say, Libra? Leave them Pisces alone. High Priestess energy. Perception, okay? It says purpose in all the things. Not just big things, not just little things, all the things. Even the things that we don't necessarily think are important. This is hidden power, reflection of ideas, and knowledge. The thing I always try to keep in mind with the High Priestess is in the card, she is sitting between the two pillars of light and dark. And there's a curtain behind her, meaning that behind her is the sanctuary of higher knowledge, higher wisdom, and secrets of the universe, right? But only the worthy can pass through. So if you're standing in front of her, the key she's trying to teach us is that the truth, which is her, and the wisdom, which is her, is somewhere in between the black and white. And that's what we were being called for with this diversity card, to blend two things. Blend the two of pentacles, the two things that we thought we had to choose one or the other, either or, black or white, is now being called to be blended. The truth is somewhere in the in-between. And once the high priestess says, once we can learn to integrate that knowledge, then we will be invited into the inner sanctum behind her, where even more knowledge is. Now, on top of the high priestess, we drew the Wheel of Fortune. This is two. Everything keeps turning, right? The Wheel of Fortune to me represents the sky, the cosmos. The zodiac to me is like the clock of the cosmos, of the solar system, right? It's a divine clock. Tick, tick, tick. The clock never stops. You're high, you're low. It's day, it's night. Everybody goes around the Wheel of Fortune. On top, next to that, we got something really interesting. We got the Five of Wands in reverse. So the Five of Wands here technically is conflict, butting heads. It's people. It's five people and there's sticks and they're fighting it out in the yard. This could be physical conflict. This could be mental conflict. This could be even inner conflict. Things that we are working through, people that we're working with, ideas that we're knocking around, and the people that agree or don't, or agree or disagree. This is conflict, disagreements, fighting, arguing, bickering. But I love this because along with the Wheel of Fortune, meaning time is coming around to Five of Wands, Four of Wands. I'm sorry, Four of Wands. See what you do when you don't have glasses. Five of Wands came out in the pre-shuffle. That's why I was getting confused. But the five does come out of the four, so maybe I was getting a little ahead of myself. Look at the Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Okay, I want you to think of the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is the baby empress, okay? It's the girl in the garden and she's got her falcon and, the grapes are blooming and her pets are around her and it's, she has plenty to take care of herself, okay? The structure that she's standing under usually in the Nine of Pentacles is a structure that looks a lot like the marriage structure in the Four of Wands. It's the four pillars and then the like a gazebo kind of top. It's supposed to represent the beginnings of the foundation of something between two people that's going to start a new life together. Okay, this however is in reverse, so this may be the high priestess is inner knowledge and inner wisdom, and finding truth in the in between the black and white. And then we've got the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is the four fixed signs. It's the time is turning. Um, Cycles are turning. This is not an ending like the world card is, even though they kind of look similar. But we've got the four fixed signs, which means the heavens are stable. It's Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Those are the four fixed signs, and they all represent directions: north, south, east, west. Those signs being stable fix the heavens so that the wheel can spin evenly. It's not tipping. It's not. It goes round and round, but it's not wobbling. It's not tipping. There's no way that that's going to be destroyed. It's just going to keep turning. Okay, so the wheel of fortune energy on this high priestess makes me think that we are coming into, since this is like a look ahead for Libra, we are coming into a very powerful energy where we are going to be looking. Oh, I just got deja vu. Hang on. We're going to be looking into. Talk to me. Yeah, I saw it. It's like continuing the energy of upheaving what we want as our romantic foundations. Remember, I was telling you about how we're dealing with gender roles right now with Lilith going through the signs. Here we have diversity, a Two of Pentacles talking about integrating what we want and who we are, integrating things that we never thought could work together. Now we've got the High Priestess saying, have some perception because the truth is somewhere in between the black and the white. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune saying, there is a cycle coming around that we are going to be able to do this again, I heard. In a different way, I heard. Why is it in a different way? I heard because now we have more different knowledge this time around. But it is going to be an upheaval of that Four of Wands, that that stable structure of what we want in our romantic life. Now, I mean, we did have a Two of Cups over here with the King of Cups. So this could be possibly put yourself where you resonate, this could be a change in a relationship with somebody that, you hitched yourself to in the past. But now there's like more knowledge coming out. You're using your deeper perception. You know that there's more involved here. And it's telling me that the more that's involved here is that North Node in Aries, that you have to integrate back into the equation the part of yourself that you left out. Okay. Now, I do have a position here for the future, and we've got, Queen of Cups reverse. So we've got the King of Cups here in the beginning and the Queen of Cups here in the future. Queen of Cups reversed. Oh, this just feels like we're missing each other here. We've got a King of Cups here who is feeling very deeply, but like I said, the king doesn't allow himself to be slave to his emotions. He's master of them, not their servant. And then we have the Queen of Cups here. Upright, this is somebody who is very wise. This is High Priestess energy, Pisces energy again. Um, Maybe we should address what's going on in Pisces, because now we've got Pisces energy here 3 times. So we will address it. But we've got the Queen of Cups here, who is somebody. This is very psychic, very High Priestess. She's in her power, her spiritual energy, religious energy. She can read people, she can read emotions. She is empowered, feminine, psychic energy here. But in reverse, it's like I heard she did it to herself, so she's in control of being in reverse. And next to her, we've got the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is somebody who is just going to be like, I need to get my emotions in check because you're going after this Nine of Cups. But I don't think that you need to be so rigid with that, you know? Also, I kind of feel like this feminine and masculine are just kind of, their needs are like missing each other here. I heard from the Queen, I was tired of waiting. I was tired of doing it for myself. I was tired of doing it myself. So now I'm just going to do it for myself. And in the future, here we've got the Queen of Cups reverse, which is somebody who is being overprotective of her emotions and her cup. And the Nine of Cups, it's like, I'll do it myself. Me and my cat, right? In the future here. No king here. The king's here in the beginning. You hitched your star to it. There was the Two of Cups there. Then there was a death. There was change. And we've got this Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So there was some kind of knowledge gained here. There was some kind of communication, some kind of information, some action, some change happened. And it's like I heard blindsided, maybe? Not somebody down to page status, which was like very brand new, very starting over. I heard the info was wrong. My initial info was wrong. So now they're back in Page of Sorts energy, which is gathering new information. This is somebody who is using intellect over emotion in this case. Because, like I said, there was something here where it threw everything that they thought they knew out the window. So then they knew they had to take different action, that Eight of Wands. Then we've got diversity. Integrating things that, like I said, you didn't think would work or you didn't expect to have to harmonize these things, right? Two of Pentacles. Pentacles is the only thing that is in the 3D that's tangible, okay? You can't touch air, you can't touch fire, you can't hold water. Pentacles is earth energy. This is stuff that has come from the 5D into the 3D. So now you've got two things that you're weighing. The sea behind this merchant is very roiled, is very, the ships over there are being tossed and turned because the waters, even in the card of earth energy, the water in the card is still emotional. And the emotions, because of this juggling, the emotions in the background are very upheaved, and there's two ships on those waters that are going up and down. And so in this balancing act, that's what I want to say. The Two of Pentacles is not just a choice, it's the balancing of two things, the choice of one or the other, or equalizing both. Okay, and in the background of this card, those emotions are going crazy. So when you can figure out that you can blend the two, then those waters back there will calm down a little bit, and then you will be able to kind of, you know, master those emotions a little bit better. To do that, with this next pile with the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, I heard give it time. Okay, a time you. This is like timing card, because like I said, the Wheel of Fortune to me represents the zodiac, and that to me is just a big clock. So as the wheel turns and the planets go through the different signs and things work off each other, and then I heard, and then they come from there up there down into the 3D and manifest in the world. That's that Four of Wands in reverse. And in the future, that Queen of Cups in reverse, yeah. So Libra, I feel like some of us, especially because South Node, North Node dynamic here is Libra, Aries. This here in the future and here with the High Priestess, I think is just reiterating how some of us in the collective are giving back to yourself, and after some relationships that didn't work out. This is going to be an interesting cycle. There's a lot of empowerment here. I do like this energy for us. Um, but there's a lot of dealing with the emotions that we feel kind of went wrong, right? So that's what. Oh, let's get some ancestor messages, right? I hope this is vibing with you guys. This, like I said, the first time I'm recording front facing here, so I feel kind of discombobulated a little bit. Let's see, now that it's getting darker, let me try to turn up the brightness a little. I hope this is resonating. I hope you guys are receiving the messages you need to for your highest good. If you're vibing with my content and you'd like to donate a little bit of a tip, I do have Venmo and Cash App links in the description. Also, I am open for personal readings. We can either do a video chat, like Facebook Messenger video chat. We can do an email version, or I can record something like this and post it to YouTube in a private link that only you will receive. Also, I do I do do I do birth chart interpretation. So if you'd like to contact me, I'd love to connect. My email is in the description. Connect with me. We can do a birth chart inquiry. Any one of those four services, the video chat, email, or private link reading, or a birth chart inquiry, any of those services are all simple flat fee of $48, and my Venmo and Cash App are in the description. Connect with me. I'm really excited to do readings, personal readings for everybody. So yeah, let's do that. I am hoping to maybe do this as a career, so don't forget that those donation links are in the description. Thank you. Anything to buy me a coffee, buy me a pack of cigarettes, or you know what I mean? Hey, there we go. Oh, I don't want three. I just want one. I'm gonna get ancestors. Oh, Snake. Yeah, Snake came out 3 times in the pre-shuffle yesterday. Let's do one more, please, for Libra. Sweet, balanced, lovely Libras. And one, that's 2, that's 1. Okay. Mirror Guardian, Mirror Guardian. Ooh. Mirror Guardian, interesting. So Snake. Let's do Snake first. I have a feeling I know what this is. This is transformation. Like I said, with the death here, change. Snake energy. Shed old skin. I heard you're not who you were a cycle ago, but there may be some energy that wants you to hang on to that old skin. Okay? The key with the snake is that if it does not release or slough off that old outer skin, because it grows out of it, okay? If it does not allow that skin to be torn away, it can constrict itself so much that it could die, you know? You don't want to be stuck in old skin that doesn't fit you anymore, okay? Snake energies. Shed old skin. Now you get to watch how I read with this. The words are so tiny and I don't have glasses. So, and the light is dim, so bear with me here. Oh, I hope that music's not too loud. Shed old skin, cast off the old, reveal your true colors and talents and gifts to the world. Okay? It says the energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. Right here, snake. Should I hold it up like that? Okay. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been mistreated by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old As you've been working through your old stories and all the self limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin. Okay, that implies that we had that covering to protect ourselves from something. Okay, now we're able to shed that away. Peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to realize all of the work that you've been doing within yourself. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. Okay? This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. So let yourself be reborn and celebrated. Okay. I like this because it's kind of ties together the death energy and the wheel of fortune energy, where it's the cycles turning and changing. Like snakes keep growing. If you think of the Ouroboros, which is the snake eating its tail, that cycle keeps going. So I'm getting the advice for you to just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah. The next one we have is a mirror guardian. It says take time to reflect. This could be, like I was saying, how the South Node in Libra and the North Node in Aries, it's saying pull some of that energy that was for other people, pull that back into you. Okay? So, Mirror Guardian. It says take time to reflect. It says take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges. Again, with the challenges, strengths and challenges, and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Okay, so it says you are a beautiful being. Libra, of course we are. Duh. You are a beautiful being who has uh surmounted so many challenges and experienced so many, oh damn it, surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Ugh. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life. To take the time, what is that? Wheel of Fortune, to take the time, divine timing, you've got plenty of time. Take the time to hone. Oh boy. All of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to redirect your strength. No, reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval when it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will as well. Okay. This has a very empowering feeling. This has a very use your voice so that others can hear what you have accomplished, so that the others can hear that you can stand up for yourself, so that others can hear that you got this, right? I love this. In the future, we've got Queen of Cups reversed, which is kind of keeping our heart to ourselves. But we've also got the Nine of Cups here. I mean, it is one away from the 10, but we're setting up for something really beautiful in the future. And in order for us to reach that, we have to acknowledge who we are and what we need now so that we can use that. We can integrate those things. Perhaps there are things here that we realized that we need that we never actually gave credit to that we could integrate. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting here. Part of the integration of these new things is the things within ourselves that we need to bring to the surface. Now that there's been this cycle that has ended and snakes shedding skin and everything, we have to reintegrate what is good and new and will help us in the future. Okay, so thank you everyone. Happy birthday, Libra. I will be back soon for when the moon moves. So we're gonna keep doing the moon readings. Also, I'm going to get into what's going on in Pisces because Neptune and Saturn are retrograde, and they're both slow generational movers, and they're dragging ass through Pisces. So we're going to deal with that for a while, and I will also be talking more about the Lilith energy. Remember our boot kicking goth girl that's going through the zodiac right now. So happy birthday, Libra. Thanks for sticking with me. Please like, share, subscribe, or comment. It really helps the algorithm help my content get seen. I am trying to do this as a career. Leave a donation if you can, and contact me. Let's connect and we can do a reading one-on-one. So thank you. Until I see you again in the next couple days. Okay, thanks. Bye.